Championship Monday at the NCAA tournament. March Madness comes to a close tonight with UConn going for its second straight title against Purdue. The two best teams in the country, the two best teams in the tournament, 2 1 seeds. And I've yet to still see anybody pick Purdue in tonight's game. And I can't blame anybody for not picking them. UConn has blown through this tournament. They've run everybody out of the gym. They've had a 30-point lead in all but one of the tournament games, and that was Saturday night against Arkansas. They had a 30-point run, a 30-0 run against number 3 Oregon in their region. They have just dominated the tournament. They have dominated the regular season. They are a dominant force. Purdue is not there, okay? So that's why it's a 7.5-point spread. It was 6.5 this morning. It's jumped up to 7.5, which means the late money's coming in on UConn. Now, are they unbeatable? They're not unbeatable. They can be beat. They've lost 3 games this season. They're on a roll now. They haven't lost since January. I get that, but they're not a completely unbeatable team. It's not an impossible feat. There have been teams like UConn that have lost in this game before. 2 teams that are not as good as Purdue. 85, of course, Villanova beat Georgetown, who was an unbeatable team. Duke at 90 beat UNLV, who was a supposed unbeatable team. NC State won. They beat Houston, 5 slamma jamma, what was supposed to be an unbeatable team. So it's happened before. This unbeatable teams have lost this game. Now, will they lose tonight? I don't know. I don't think so. There is a cloud hanging over UConn and Hurley because of the Kentucky thing. Coach Calipari has left Kentucky. He's going to Arkansas. So that leaves the most coveted job in college basketball, the Kentucky job, open. And from all indications, Hurley is one of the top candidates. So there's that hanging over. They're going to win. Now people are going to blame him if he leaves. Do you blame him if he leaves? I don't blame anybody for leaving if they're going to double his salary. They were paying Calipari $8 million. So Hurley, if he's going to be lured away from UConn, he's going to tell them, listen, I want 6 or 7 million, probably 8. I'm the best coach in the game. I've won 2 straight titles. My teams are unbeatable. Now we'll see. We'll see what happens tonight. Back to the game tonight. UConn, obviously the better team. Are they unbeatable? They're not unbeatable. They can be beat. And with the way you got 2 7-footers, you got Klingon on UConn, you got Edey on Purdue. Edey's going to have a big game. He's going to have to win it for Purdue. He's going to have to win it on the defensive boards, too. The thing with UConn is you can't let them get 2 and 3 chances at scoring points every time down the floor. You got to secure the defensive rebounds. If you don't, they will kill you because you're giving them 2 and 3 chances every trip down the floor to score points, and they will score when you give them that many chances. Now, Purdue is not the kind of team. They haven't given up a 10-0 run, a 10-0 or more run against them since February. UConn is a team that likes to run. They like to go on runs. Okay, if you look at a lot of these games, even in this tournament, UConn was close. The games were close at the half. They were relatively decent games. Second half, UConn blows them out. They pull away. They wear you down on the offensive boards. They are high effort. They go for everything. They play 40 minutes. You have to be able to box out and you have to grab the boards when you're Purdue under your own basket. Don't give them 2 and 3 chances. And then on the other end, you're going to need to feed it to Edey. He can't get in foul trouble, and he's going to have a game of his life against an excellent defender in Klingon, and then they have a chance. So UConn can be beat. They're not unbeatable. Nobody's unbeatable. They've lost 3 times this year. The 7.5-point favorite, like I said, that's a very big number for a championship game. Very big number for a championship game. Will the Hurley thing go into Kentucky, or that Kentucky wants him, luring him away? I don't know if that's going to affect the players. I don't know if that's going to affect the team. I don't know if that's something that they're not thinking about. But it is there. It is the elephant in the room. Is he going to take the job? Like I said, if you're going to double his salary, I don't blame anybody for taking the job. And it's not like he's leaving UConn in a pile of rubbish, right? He would be leaving after 2 straight championships and 17 for the school overall. They're the premier school in basketball, college basketball. They're better. I mean, I get it. Kentucky is the Yankees and the Cowboys, but there's nobody better than UConn. Kentucky's 1-4 in their last 5 tournament games. UConn's about to win their second straight title if they win tonight. So now, for as far as the game goes, and my prediction, you know me, I'm going to go out on the ledge. I'm going to say Purdue keeps it close. They cover. It's a high-scoring game. 78-75. UConn wins tonight's game. And second straight national championship. Does Hurley leave? I don't know. Everybody has a price. And his price, Kentucky is going to be able to meet it. So there's a good chance that he does leave. But if he leaves on 2 straight national titles. That, to me, I wouldn't leave because that's the premier thing. And how much better is Connecticut, living in Connecticut, than living in Kentucky? Like, you want to go live in Lexington? But, again, for like $8-9 million, I'd go live, in Antarctica for $8-9 million. Enjoy the game tonight. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be close. I'm telling you, they keep it close. Edie has a big game, but UConn just outlasts them. 78-75 is my pick. Let's see how it goes. If you're in a bracket tournament, tonight's game is on it. I know we got Mark Mancini with UConn. Brett has UConn. My brother has Purdue. My brother Brian has Purdue. So we'll see how he goes. I'd like to see Purdue beat him. I'm going to be rooting for Purdue, but we'll see how it goes. So remember, they're not unbeatable. They are the best team in this tournament. They win or lose tonight, UConn's the best team in the country. Question is, in one game, we've seen it before. NC State, Villanova, and Duke all beat unbeatable teams, so don't count them out. 78-75 is my score. UConn wins their second straight title. Enjoy the game tonight, everybody.